What up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? We are back. Just like last year, we ran through the Super Bowl predictions that I made. I gave you who I think would score, all the props, and everything, just like last year. I even gave you the winner. It didn't turn out the way that we all ended. We were almost there. We were an offensive line away from actually winning that. But back, not the point. We're back. It is Super Bowl 57, Chiefs-Eagles. Another great matchup. And I got everything to my knowledge that I can give you on this piece of paper right here. As you can clearly see, all filled out, numbers, yes, no's. So you start with the quarterbacks, Mahomes, Hurts. These numbers are brought to you by Prize Picks and DraftKings, FanDuel. That's where I got the numbers from. At the time I did get them, it was February 2nd when I got these numbers. So if they have changed since, just kind of use your best judgment. I'll try to give you what I can. So Mahomes, so we'll go through Mahomes. Mahomes for passing, 285.5, rushing 18.5, and touchdowns is exactly at 2. For me, I do like Mahomes plus 200, 200 plus passing. I do not like him at 285, unless they're down 14 going to the fourth or second half, which I don't think they will. He ain't gonna. It'll be a moderate throwing. So 200 plus, definitely take. Under 285. Rushing, he really hasn't rushed that much, and if he ends up winning the Super Bowl, you're gonna lose a couple yards. So even if he gets over 19 and he sits at like 21, there's a chance he may go under because of the kneel down. So I'll take the under. Touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Yes, he may run in one. But for him to throw 2 touchdowns, I do see that as a possibility, so I take the over. Go down on the flip side. Hurts, 238.5 passing, 46.5 rushing, and 1.5 passing touchdowns. For him, I take the under again just because the trend over the over postseason for him, he doesn't throw much. It's about a 50-50 pass run game. Last game against the Niners, they didn't throw passing touchdown. Essentially just running the ball. So I would take the under on him. I would take if you had the option, 150 plus. If not, I would stick to under 200. Gonna be honest. There's again, if you'll understand what I'm gonna say in a second. But if there's a point where they're down as well, you gotta throw the ball. But he does have the legs to run, get you 15 yards, and then get out of bounds and keep the play moving. So that leads us to the rushing. 46.5, I take the over. Just the run game has been efficient, and his passing touchdowns at 1.5. I take that at under. On Prize Picks, they have the 2 combined at 3.5. I would take the over because even if Jalen Hurts throws for 1 and Mahomes throws for 3, that's 4. You get the over. So I would take the over in that. Some key players note on each side: Juju, Tony, MSV, Kelsey, Pacho, McKinney, Hardman. I think Hardman's out, so don't hold me accountable to that. Sanders, Scott, Gainwell, Brown, Smith, and Gobbert are the key players I figure in this game. For them, actually, all on the Chiefs side, I don't have a prop for. That'd be Juju, Tony, MSV, and Hardman. So for me, MSV would be the most likely option out of those because I don't, think Tony's hurt, Hardman's hurt, Juju, not much, but MSV will get him. So we'll go through the guys that I have. Kelsey, his prop is 77.5 receiving. Take the over. Pacho, 50.5 rushing. I would take the over, but I have a funny feeling it may go under. Best discretion of eyes. McKinney, 21.5 rushing. Take the under. He's just the backup. Flip side. Sanders, 58.5 rushing, over. Scott, 10.5 rushing, over. Gainwell, 21.5 rushing, over. They all have hit this over in the postseason, and they all get a fair mix of running the ball. They've all scored at least once in the postseason, including Hurts. So this is a run-heavy offense. Brown, 69.5, over. Smith, 60.5. I go the under, and Gobbert, 45.5, over. Again, Juju, Tony, MSV, and Harmon don't have an option. If I would say anything, MSV over 25. And if not, I would just let them go. It's okay. Then you have, then we'll go to the scores. Some people I do see scoring: Kelsey, Scott, Hurt, MSV, Sanders, and Brown. Those are the guys. I've already put a few things in. Hurts and Kelsey are my locks to score. Brandon Scott scored in straight games. They undervalue him a lot. So that's why I think his fantasy, last few weeks, his fantasy score has been essentially nothing, and he ends up scoring anyway. So there's a chance there. Brown's due for a big game after a few games. Sanders, they find the run game, and MSV seems to find a way to catch the ball in the end zone. So all I feel reliable options, all have at least scored once, if not twice, in the postseason in their 2 games. Jake Elliott and Harrison Butker, 1.5 field goals. It seems like a lot because these teams haven't really kicked field goals lately. Look over the last 5. I know they'll each kick 1. There will be 1. It's the fact of who kicks the second one. So my best bet, coin flip it. Throw on the over, throw on the under. You're gonna win something. I don't know who will end up kicking that second field goal. They both may kick both field goals, and they don't matter. So, for me, I would ride the over and just, take it as is. Coin toss is a coin toss. Heads, tails. I threw money on both last year and just kind of roll with what it was. So, a few other things that I got back. Octopus, overtime, and touchback. I did no on all of them. Haven't really seen the Octopus. The odds are for an Octopus are really high. It can happen. It really can. If you all don't know what an Octopus is, it's when an offensive player scores and then scores a 2-point conversion for a total of 8. I don't see it happen. Touchback, out of the end zone, wave the ball, So, I think over the past 20 Super Bowls, I saw a stat. Only 3 touchbacks. One of them was actually last year. So I'd say no. I think they're gonna run it out. Whoever gets the ball. And then overtime. There's been 1 overtime. They ain't gonna be overtime. Let's see what else I got. Jersey number. So this number retains to the first and last person to score in their jersey number. It's set at 11.5. Now that seems low, but it's actually kind of fair. Out of the players I gave you, I also included Sky Moore and Minshew. 9 are over 12, and 8 are under 11. So it's a good shot that it could go either way, but think about who could probably score first. If you look on the Chiefs side, you're looking at Kelsey. He's an over. You're looking at the other side, Hurts. You look at Gobbert, Sanders or Scott are all over. Smith, Brown, and Hurts are under. So you got to kind of figure out who's going to take the ball first and just kind of roll with it. First song, national anthem, I don't have anything yet. But for my research, I feel like Rihanna's set playlist starts with Stay for most of them. But why would you start off the Super Bowl like that? We're going to go Don't Stop the Party as the first Super Bowl as her song. National anthem, I don't know who's singing it, and I don't have any information on the over-under or time. I just have it written down. I think I got 2 more things. Gatorade color. So, you kind of relate to the colors of the team. But both of them have won Super Bowls recently. When the Chiefs won, it was orange Gatorade. When the Eagles won, it was yellow. So take that information as you will. For me, again, I relate colors. Blue, purple for the Eagles. Red or orange or yellow for the Chiefs. So, it all depends on who wins. It really kind of is a toss-up. As Chiefs are underdogs, Eagles are favorites. But for my picks, and what I feel like majority will do, but again, you're going to see both ways. It's really hard for me to bet against Mahomes. As much as I bet on Mahomes and Hurts all year long, it is hard for me to bet against Mahomes on the Super Bowl. Give me the Chiefs plus 10. because they lose. They ain't losing by more than 10. Give me the Chiefs money line, and if the Chiefs end up winning, give me the Chiefs -1. All I feel are reliable, especially 10.5. I don't see them losing by 10 or more. It's just that they're too good. The Eagles are too good. So that's pretty much what I got. You know, there's other things I've looked into. You know, there's definitely more that will come out. You know, so do your research. Take my knowledge with a grain of salt. Use it as you want. I'm not responsible for any wins or losses. I'm just giving information that I think could happen. I got to make my pick still. I've made a few already. Kind of wait until next week to see what else kind of pops through. And then, of course, you know, Super Bowl Sunday, I'll go through it one more time and probably drop a few more plays. So, but that's my pick. I got Chiefs win the Super Bowl. This will be Mahomes' second. Don't worry. Hurts will have his opportunity. Burrow will get his opportunity. We're going to see a lot of that. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. You know, this is the second year we've done this type of video. I know last year we were a little off. If I remember last year, I think I said Kupp, Jamar, and Odell were going to score. And Jamar, I said offensive line away from scoring, and we would have cashed that ticket. So, this year a little different. But those are my picks for the Super Bowl. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully you guys take some of my advice and kind of roll with it and enjoy the Super Bowl. It's the last kind of football video. I got one more, but that won't be tomorrow, and that's for the start of the season, or league season. So, as we did last year, just kind of look at what could happen. You know, I know it's only March, but, you know, you kind of put your futures into perspective. So, if you guys did enjoy, please like, subscribe, follow, turn notifications so you never miss a new video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.